Okay, so before I begin, this is a VOD review for a Fiverr client. So I'm not going to say too much more. Not going to do too much of an intro. If you do like the style of coaching you see, this is available on my Fiverr page, which you'll see in the description. Okay, so this is nice. This is helpful. All of the, I mean, I would never take this rune anymore. Unflinching is complete garbage. Just take Overgrowth. Overgrowth is way better in every way. Okay. We've already started. When did we start Q? Started Q here? Okay. I think Q is the only spell I wouldn't start here, so there's two ways you can start. One is going to be E, and one is going to be W. I mean, maybe you can start Q. Q's fine. If you start W here, yeah, I think you still lose. Not everyone's there. It's fine. Okay. First thing I'd be doing as Renekton is walking to here, checking these bushes before the lane starts, and take control of this far bush. Okay, nice. Nice. Good. Yeah. Okay, now, if you... Let me talk a little bit about E-Start, right? So what you're going to do with E-Start is you're looking to E onto him, ideally through the wave as well. This gives you Fury. That's a terrible word. Like, I wrote this terribly. Anyway, it gives you Fury, and then you're going to auto him until your E is about to run out, or until he channels a full Q, and then you're going to E out. Okay, now what this is going to do is going to set your Fury like here. It also, you get a good trade, but it also means you have E. So this is fine. You get, yeah, that's fine. The trade's winning for you still. Hit the creeps for Fury. But the problem you're going to have here as Renekton starting Q is that if you want to pressure level 2, right, you're going to have QW or QE, which doesn't really do much. Whereas if you did the E start and level 2 you're pressuring with EW, this is really difficult for Sion. Because you can E onto his head and auto him over and over until he pops W, and then you just W through his shield. Q'd the wave, okay. Good. You should have, here. Look here. This is a very, very good position for you. Very good because you can path this way and run him down with Conqueror. But also you have your Q coming up and it's an empowered Q. So this should be like 2 or 3 autos plus a Q. This should be a huge trade for you. But you let him walk out. Okay, so next thing is going to be this minion. You kill it, you get level 2. And then we're going to look to take a very, very aggressive stance in the lane. Let's see what we do. Okay, yeah, that's illegal. His Q's on cooldown now. Okay. Stop hitting this. Stop. Like, you want to stop hitting the wave at this point. You're just going to give him this full wave for free. Yeah, you've just given him this giant wave for free. So what you want to do when you hit level 2, if you look at the position, right? If you look at it here, you can't actually see Sion on the frame. Let me find a frame where you can see him. Okay, so... Oh, sure. There we go. So you can see he's level 1, and we're level 2. He actually can't... Like, he can never walk up and contest this wave. So you can pressure him and make him miss more. The wave's already pretty huge, but it is going to crash. Ideally, we want to crash on 3 here. Crashing on 2 doesn't really do much for us. And if anything, it helps him. Because he can just farm all of this nicely under the tower. I would aim to crash 3. More importantly, I would have started E and gone for the trade. Because now, imagine you have E and W now, right? You just E on him and like empower W, auto E out. And then you crash the wave, and then he's playing the bounce on low HP. So far, Sion's got no... Yeah, there's no pressure on him whatsoever. Okay, the only thing you need to do here is contest 2 creeps, get your level 3, and then again, walk past the wave and take that really, really aggressive positioning. And don't let this guy play the game. You're giving him far too much space. Okay, so there's one. Next one. Get it before he does. Go, go, go. Kill this creep. Kill. No, he gets level 3. Okay, so now he's got his level 3. If you're level 2 into level 3 here, you can get a big trade. Also, I think you could empower W in there, potentially. Oh, you didn't actually skill up your W. As soon as you hit level 3, you want to skill up your W. Yeah, so far, this is really bad for you, actually. Sion's just had a free early lane into Renekton, which he should never have. Dashing into tower is obviously not ideal. Alright, now you just crash this and reset. After you took that tower shot on bad trade. Okay. Staying is also okay. You're not too chunked out, but it's not ideal for you. Okay, here, what you can do as Renekton is just E on him. And then auto, empowered W. I'll do this to show it's empowered. Auto, Q, E out. E auto W, auto Q E. Or auto Q, auto E, even. You, like, this trade is so winning for you. Just E on him. There you go. Auto Q. Oh, you didn't. That's fine, I guess. He could Q you on the way out there and take a bit more of a trade. But you had space to E on him. Okay. So what you should do now... this is a position that he should have been in earlier because you took a big trade, right? So once you've got the big trade on Renekton, slow this push down. You see where the next wave is? Slow this push down, let it collide. So it's going to collide here. And then stand, like, let's say your minion wave is here, right? And his minion wave is here. Stand, like, here or here. And just pressure him away from the wave. And then finally, once it's going to be 3 stacked waves, once that crashes, you can look to kill him under his tower. And if you kill him under his tower, he has to... I guess because he's Sion, he can kind of farm it, actually. It's not the end of the world, but still. This guy should be getting... Yeah, again, he just gets this wave for free now. Because he can just safely farm it under the tower, because he didn't stack the wave. So this guy's having a really free lane phase. And he could just base TP right now, and he's absolutely chilly. And then here, okay. The choice to use your Fury and your spells on the wave is really bad here. Because when this wave crashes, you can kill him under his tower and flash out. Because he can't W, because your W goes straight through it. So you can just like auto W, auto Q, auto E out, and he'll die. He's very much in lethal right now. Especially because you get level 5, but now you can't because your Q and E are on cooldown and you have no Fury. So if you look at this exact scenario, and just, like, look at his health, man. Like, you literally just walk up to him and auto W, auto Q, auto... I think he's dead to just this, honestly. You don't even need the auto. And then you just auto E out. He's just dead. Renekton's very, very good at killing people on stacked waves under towers. So far, the big problem is we just have not punished Sion. Okay. Surely this time, we just... Yeah, he's dead. He has to die here. Why are you queuing them? Why are you not killing this guy? You have this much health. Like, there's nothing to be afraid of here. You can just walk in and kill him. Even if Lilia comes. If Lilia comes, he's still dead. Like, he's so very dead. And all you're doing the whole game here is pushing the wave into him and giving him farm. You're not actually pressuring him. Now, as it happens, in this elo, people miss some CS under tower. But he's not missed too many. You know, you're up 8 CS. Okay, now he dies. But yeah, I mean, honestly, you got the kill, but it's still not even the best position for you. Now you push this in, he TPs, he collects this wave under tower for free as well, and now he's starting to get his armor components. If he was smart, he would buy Bramble instead of Chain, but that's fine. I do think against Sion, specifically as Renekton, you should probably play Blade of the Ruin King as your first item. Okay, it's fine to push this one in, but after that, let's let the wave come out so that we have space to punish him. we're not actually gaining anything by just pushing him in constantly. We're just letting him farm. And also, we're playing in this really awkward spot here. Like, we're playing around here, where we can't... There's a tower in our way, you know? Now I think you have to... You don't actually have to reset because of the timer. So at this time, the fruit will spawn in the river at 6:15. So you can just go down and get the fruit now. And you can probably do a three grub queue as well. That will heal you a lot. Sustain that way. Yeah, grab this fruit. Yeah, get your Q, get your fruit. Okay, so now this is a very, very difficult position for Sion to be in, because his wave is pushing. As long as you hold the wave, because Grubs just died, he knows your Lee Sin is top. So this is a very difficult position for Sion to be in, so I would not let this wave crash. Okay, yeah, you can just ult him here. Get his ghost. Don't Q this wave. Q him, but don't Q the wave. Don't kill the wave. Ah, see, look. Right. Look, if you look at this position, okay? He has to recall now, yeah? Like, what's he going to do if he doesn't recall? He has to recall. So if you just let this wave push into you, he's going to lose the entirety of this wave. And then, even when he does get back to lane, he's going to arrive in lane on a freeze. But if we look at what happens instead, because you push, he gets to collect this wave, right? He gets to collect this wave under the tower. And now, not only does he get to collect that wave, he gets to collect this wave. And now when you get to lane, you don't have a freeze. In fact, you're slow pushing into him. Or, depending on how fast you clear this wave, you might be neutral wave. Yeah, it's probably going to be neutral wave. Yeah, okay. So Sion now has a neutral wave, and he collected 2 extra waves that he shouldn't have gotten, instead of being on a freeze that he can't break. So yeah, there's just not enough pressure on this guy, the whole lane. It's mostly just that you're pushing waves into him for free. And he's just collecting them under tower. And he's hard outscaling you. This is really not what you want to do. And again, here, right, here. Don't fast push this wave, because then he's just going to stand here and queue it and collect it. Walk up to here, okay, and just drop back and get last hits when you need to, but pressure him. Stand between him and the creeps he wants to last hit, and let your minions kill his minions. Let his minions kill your minions, so that he doesn't get gold. And if you can push him out of XP range, do that as well. But this achieves nothing. The only thing this will ever achieve by pushing is if you transfer this around the map. So if you push and roam into mid, or go and invade jungle, then pushing has a purpose. But otherwise, unless you're playing Demolish as well, and you take plates, you're not actually achieving anything by doing this. You're just you traded 7, you took 7 CS, and now he's going to get 7 CS. And like, this is kind of awkward without... Yeah, you get a plate, I guess. It's fine, but it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. You should definitely be more than 11 CS ahead, especially given that you killed him and forced him to recall on a bad wave without teleport as well. And then you missed that farm, and now again he's just collecting this wave for free. And the whole lane he has just been collecting waves for free. Like, he should not be at 80 CS at 9 minutes as Sion into Renekton with no jungle intervention. That's not possible. Okay, I mean, this is the first time you've traded on him instead of, like, look, this is what I wanted you to do from the start, right? Don't just push the wave, like, look to hit him instead of hitting the wave. But you wasted your E, is the main thing. So, the thing here is that if you just walk like this, he either has to walk into you, or he has to walk down the river. And if he walks down the river, he's completely abandoning the lane and losing XP. And then what you can do is you can stand, if you look at the minimap, you can stand about here, and you're in range to get XP, and he's here or here, and he can't walk in. You don't let him back into the lane, and you've just pushed him out of XP range. And then if he does walk into you, you still have your E to fight him, right? So here, you don't have E. But even though you don't have E, I would probably just ult here. Just ult and fight him to the death. In fact, if you were to save your E and also ult, you would, as long as you block his ult, whichever way he's trying to go, you would either force him to like ult down the river into a Kali, which is not ideal, if you stay behind him, or he would just die. Yeah, this is like the number one problem I'm seeing with this VOD so far. Is just, again, he's just gonna collect this whole wave for free. So look, we're 10 minutes, and Sion's gonna have like more than 9 CS per minute into you when you're playing a champ that's supposed to completely destroy him in lane. He's 93 CS at 10 minutes. And he's playing Cull. Like, he's kind of disrespecting you. But again, you're just giving him another wave, and then what are you doing with it, you know? What are you accomplishing by giving him this wave? You're not actually laning here, you're just pushing waves. And then you take a base and lose a wave as well. So if you want to base here, you can't just fast push this wave and base, you have to fast push this wave, and then you have to proxy the next wave. Otherwise this happens. And you lose this wave under the tower. Okay. But back into lane. Again, instead of hitting this wave, if you just walk up and stand here, and if he walks into you, you fight him. And meanwhile, his minions are dying. And you can walk back and get the CS whenever you want. You just don't let him walk in. You stand between him and his minions. And you pressure him for the CS. So, like, conceptually, what you are trying to do is E onto him and fight him. But you don't have to do that. You can just walk up to him, command the space, and if he walks into you, you can fight him and E after him. You don't have to E onto his head. You can just walk up. Okay. Got another plate, that's fine. Okay, now we proxied, now we have really high tempo. I mean, you gave him a grass proc, not the end of the world. With this, I would look to do something, right? By clearing this wave, what we have is really high tempo, so now you can look to come into mid, or, you know, we don't really know what camps are up for the enemy jungle, we don't know. You can go and check them, you can go and see if there's an invade with Lee Sin. At this point, because watch what happens if you just, like nothing happens if you just stand here, you know, like, you're kind of AFK, in all honesty. Okay, we spot where Lilia is. So one thing that I would say is that if you just walked like this, and then came back and proxied, if you just did a little loop of the jungle, you would now have the respawns on your minimap for all of these camps. Which would make it so that you and Lee can come and contest this red on spot. You're going to know exactly when this spawns, and you can fight them over it. Because you have full prio by proxy. But all you're doing here is, again, handshaking farm with Sion. And now Sion's 1 CS down. And you killed him as well. And even though you killed him, you only went up 1 CS at 13 minutes. And it's just because of this that you're doing again now. You're just pushing the lane. But there's no reason for you to fast push this lane. You're just giving him this wave. Yep, we traded 7 CS for 7 CS. Here you could TP bot. If you look. Like here I would just TP bot, I think. Like look at this is very tough. Look, they're diving. Just TP bot and kill them. You have ult, flash, TP. I can't even see what's going on the map, but it just looks hard winning from the minimap. Now, what the correct thing to do, which probably won't happen in your games, but you can try to tell your team to do it, is that if you were to TP bot here, right, you tell Akali to go top, and then you, after you kill them bot, you go mid. So it's like a shuffle across the map, and that way nobody loses waves. So you can try to tell your team to do that. But again, like, we're not getting anywhere here. We're making no progress in this lane. Like, if I was to put it this way, right, we're 14 minutes into the game, what have you actually done? you've killed him once, and that's it. We need to be doing more to impact the game, especially on a champ like Renekton early. And the problem is, now it becomes increasingly difficult for you to do that, because as you can see, he can kind of tank your damage now, because you've given him a free lane phase as Sion. Like, he will tank your damage if you give him a free lane phase. He will reach this point where he's just tanking your damage, and yeah. I still think you should be going Blade of the Ruin King next item. Purely because you're against Sion. It's extremely good into him. It's just more of the same for now, right? Is anything different going to happen? You just getting frustrated and ulting him here, or like... I'm not really sure. I don't think... Right, the problem we've got now is that you can't kill Sion anymore. You're not strong enough to kill him. He's actually ahead CS now. Just because I guess you've been missing someone, he hasn't. But you just gave him waves the whole lane, and now he's at a point where you can't kill him. So now your only option is to try to push waves, proxy waves, and roam. So kind of like what you did before when you proxied, and I was saying how you could move into the jungle or gank mid. Just looking to do stuff like that. And you got soloed. Yeah, it's really rough now. The game, your lane is out of your hands now. And the entire reason he can do this is because you gave him a free lane phase. So let me see if I can find... Do you know what? I'll not even use my VOD. I'll just use any given VOD, right? If I just go Renekton versus Sion Challenger. US Challenger. Okay, this is 3 years ago, but it doesn't matter. The concepts are the same. So watch how he plays this lane. So he's going to get level 2. All this overlay is just not necessary. Come on. He's going to get level 2, and now he's not going to just instantly push this wave into Sion's face. He's going to not let Sion farm any of these creeps for as long as possible. So watch. If Sion tries to farm, Renekton will just walk, like, you see how Renekton's just walking towards him? Renekton pushed this too fast, actually. Because now it freezes here. It's a bad example. Renekton should slow push this, and then push the third wave, and then he has full prior. And another one. Try this. He's not started a skill. Okay, so as soon as Sion's shield goes down, what I would expect Renekton to do is skill E and dash on his head. He skilled Q and walked up and Q'd him. That's fine. Okay, but you see, now he's fighting Sion. Honestly, this guy's not playing very well either. But he's going to take his W, walk up into his face, take a big trade. And now Sion's dead. But again, I don't think that was the best gameplay from this Renekton, to be honest. Regardless, what you should be doing... Let me see if I've got my VOD, actually. Okay, so here I'm against the Smolder top, right? Which is kind of cringe. But watch how I play. So I'm looking to zone him. Okay, as soon as he walks up to the wave, what I'm going to do is E onto his head, E through him, and proc my PTA. Okay, now I now have push, and I have fury. Okay, so now this guy can't play. So watch how I play this. So I get my level 2, which is what I was talking to you about. And Sion's also weak enough for you to do this as well. Right, so I get my level 2, and now watch where I go stand. I kill this minion, I'll kill this one. And now I'm just going to walk at him. I should be walking at him more, honestly. I think I could flash on his head and just W him. Why did I let Smolder farm this creep? Okay, yeah, there's his flash down. And now you see I'm not just pushing this wave into him, I'm letting it come I'm letting it come to me so that he has to walk up and play the game. So like at this point here, you see where his minions are? And I'm just going to look at him menacingly and say, okay, come and get these minions. And if he tries to get the minions, I'm going to take a trade on him. I lost a bit too much health, but it's fine. I'm planning to just W flash on his head. You see what I'm doing with the wave, right? I'm just, like, I'm letting his minions kill my minions. And he can't walk up. He's dead. Now look what I do, okay? Do I push this? Yes. I shouldn't have. Okay, Nunu died on the tower. But yeah, that's the main concept, is that you want to be, like, denying creeps and pressuring creeps. Again, now at this point I probably would just push into him, just because now your win condition is no longer stomping lane, like this is no longer an option, it's over. You just don't have the damage to kill this guy anymore. Now I would push waves, proxy waves, and roam around the map and make plays with your team. I think that's your win condition now. Oh, yeah, good. Okay, that was nice. Good target selection. And you get out. Here you should base and run mid already. Like, just recall, run mid, and because Draven's making this play while you're making this play, you're not going to affect this anymore. Like, they have this, and they have this tower. So just base and run straight mid as quickly as you can to stop Draven getting as much as possible. See, Draven's now on T2. You were running out of base, and this Lee Sin could kick it into you. Lee Sin doesn't have kick. But yeah. Now you're just hanging around in top lane, but what should have happened is that Ezreal and Swain just took your top tower, and you base. We're dead to Thresh? Oh, okay. Going back to top. Okay, I mean, very obviously the next thing we have to play for is this Drake, so under no circumstances should you ever use this TP for anything, because we need it for Dragon. Yeah, you won't. There's no point fighting this guy anymore. You'll never kill him. And the reason he's this strong is just that you gave him a free lane phase. One sec. Yeah, honestly, like, if I was to pick one thing, it would just be improve your laning. Because playing Renekton, you should be, like, snowballing your lane. But you gave him a free lane and now he's outscaled you. And what I might do is record myself playing this. Like, I've just asked someone if they can play the Sion side. See if I can record it and demonstrate it for you. We'll see if he responds. Anyway, at this point, the best thing you can do is be with your team. Now, let's look at the setup for this Drake, right? So you've got Drake spawning. When do you get to decide what to do? Okay, so you get to decide what to do back here. Because this is when you're coming out of base. So you're coming out of base with 1 minute 10. You should be going top, and you should be pinging your Ezreal to come here because you have teleport, right? So it needs to be either you or Akali in top lane. No one else on your team can be there. And then there's two approaches you can take. One is you can try and get this turret, and if they come up to stop you, you would take Dragon. with your team. They're never actually going to try and stop you taking this turret though. The other is just you clear the wave, you clear the next wave, get it deep, and then you TP in early and you play the fight with your team while you've got a really good wave state in top. Or if you push it early enough, you might not even have to TP, right? You can push it in all the way, walk down, and after the fight you can maybe TP back to top if necessary. But the option's there. This is good. At this point, you should just be pinging the dragon. You just killed their jungler. You get the dragon. That's all nice. And then your job here is going to be to push out this bot wave. So basically what you want to be doing in the mid to late game is playing around where the waves are. This top wave position is great. Your bot wave position, you want it in the same place as top. If they come to contest this Drake and you've pushed this wave in and this wave is pushed in, look at how many minions they're bleeding across the map. And Akali Swain can push in mid for the same thing. So yeah. I have got someone to play Sion as well, so I can demonstrate the matchup. That's nice, let me log in. Okay, the fact that you're trying to fight this is awful, by the way. You should just be taking dragon. It is possible that you tried to fight this and lose, and then they take dragon, right? It is not possible that they take dragon from you. They have no smite. She's dead. So you just go and do dragon. Like, you're really griefing by trying to play this fight. Not even that, like, you could win the fight, right? But this is the only way they can get Soul, is by you taking this fight. Yeah, no, your Swain's dead. Ah, now they're gonna get Soul. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's rough. The problem you have now is you're playing an uphill battle into Soul. Now you need to try and play around Baron. This is fine. This is a good flank. Just pop ult early, good. Get onto Draven. Go on, Draven. Nice. Take Baron. Instantly ping Baron as soon as that happens. That's a free Baron for you. Good. Okay, now, how you want to play out the Barons. You need to push a side lane deep while your team push mid. Okay? Either you or Akali. One of you. Your team will push mid, and you'll push this, okay? And then your team can siege on mid until their wave runs out. When their wave runs out, they can run into you. So you push this wave in bot or top. Either's fine. Both have a T2, so I would say either is fine. If only one of them had a T2, I would go for the one that had a T2. You push it in, your team pushes mid, and as soon as your team's wave is gone, you ping assist me on your head. So this is good. This is a very, very good position for your team. Okay, Draven's griefing. Good. Okay, go back to bot. Good. Push this wave in. Yeah, no, this is very good. Just don't be scared of her, bro. Like, what are you scared of? Why are you scared of the 2 and 5 Lilia? They're literally, like, they're on the map. You see where they are. No one's here. This wave is like your baby. Right, when you have Baron, your waves are your babies. You protect your waves because that's how you play the game. Just fight her. If she's gonna fight you here, it's so bad. Yeah, you just let her kill that giant stacked wave when you have ult, and then you dashed on her and did nothing. Like, you're fighting her now that you don't have the wave. There's no intent behind your fight. So imagine your team just took the. You see, they've taken this mid, right? Imagine you still have that big fuck ass wave, and your team just come into you and you take bot as well. That's the whole reason you bring this wave in the first place, is to give your team the rotation after they've done this. So here you just need to fight her on the wave to protect it. You're still going to get the T2, but I don't think you're going to get the inhib anymore. Okay. What are we doing now? Team's getting collapsed on. Ideally you don't want to fight with Baron, but this looks like a decent fight angle. Here I would come around this way and be behind them. Generally, you want to flank on Renekton. Good. Good target selection. You don't have ult, so this is kind of awkward though. You get ult back up shortly. This is fine. This is really fine. Good. Lily is the best target. She dies. Ah. I don't know if you even beat this guy, honestly. Yeah. Okay, I mean, the fight's fine. I wouldn't take the fight with Baron. I would just push with Baron like you were before. That's way better. Okay, now we're in the same position with Elder, right? So you can push this deep, threaten this T2, rotate into Elder, either with TP or by walking, and then try and play the fight from a flank. You've got your flash up soon, which is great. You can try and flash stun Draven. That I would definitely be trying to push this wave in, get pressure in top lane, rotate in, find a flank, pop my ult early for Fury, flash empowered W Draven, win the fight that way. But yeah, you should be threatening this T2 right now. You have teleport, right? The whole reason we take teleport is so that we can do stuff like this. You can just be threatening this T2, and if they try to pull the trigger on Elder, you take it and then you TP in. Okay, how does this fight go? Nice, you are on a flank, that's really good. Up ult, good. Empowered W stun Lilia, yeah, that's fine. Okay, good. And now just back off and take Elder. Again, you don't need to commit. Ping your team to back off. Just back off. Take Elder. You killed their jungle. Free Elder. Flash stun the Draven. Okay, you dashed on him, good. Okay, well, GG. They're all dead and we get Elder. Okay, Sion's a bit massive. Just go take Elder. We're taking top instead of Elder, really? Okay, now we have to try and do another fight for Elder. But we still have flash, so we still have flash and teleport. I don't think I've actually seen you use teleport this game, by the way. Okay, TPing in. Get on the push the wave in, get on the flank. Yep, good. Flash stun the Draven. Oh no, you used empowered Q. You wanna empower W this Draven here. Empowered W him. Yeah, you gotta not empowered W. It's not ideal. Yeah, that's all good. Now we're gonna lose Elder, and then we lose, I guess. Okay, so obviously there's a couple of things to focus on. One is going to be your macro and playing around these side waves and putting yourself in the right position. But mainly for you, it's going to be laning. Yeah, I mean, you can't really contest the Elder here. All things considered, that's going surprisingly well, given that they have Elder. But at this point, it's their game to lose, you know? Like, they have to really fuck up. Which it looks like they are doing. And now you have another opportunity to try and play Baron when you're alive. So you need to get this bot wave away from the base so that you can go play it. And then you don't have... Oh, you do have TP, actually, so you can TP in. Okay, TPing into top. Not the best TP spot. You might just die, actually. I think you might have just griefed. Yeah. Yeah, you just TP'd in and died for free. What you want to be doing is, you're not TP... Like, this TP doesn't do anything, right? We're TPing for Baron. That's the idea behind our TP. Okay, so we're either pushing this all the way in and then moving in, sitting on a flank and starting the Baron, or we're pushing it in, and if they are on the Baron, we're TPing on and fighting them. Okay. So this is the demonstration will be two last season master players playing Renekton Sion for you. And I think this is something that you can do in a lot of matchups. And now the game is going to end, right? They're just going to walk into your base because you're all dead. Yep. Okay, yeah. So let me demonstrate what I'm talking about with laning for you.
As I live, all will die.
I can actually talk to VODs as well. Let me jump in. Hello. Yeah, I'm just recording for a coaching video.
Okay.
The client was basically just pushing every wave into Sion for free and letting him farm under tower. So I want to demonstrate how to play the lane in a way to actually deny CS instead of giving Sion free farm.
Okay. Should I end?
No, you should not.
You're that confident, huh?
Even if you don't die, the problem is at 13 minutes they were even in CS, Renekton Sion. So even if you don't die, I should be generating a big CS lead by just playing my waves and threatening you.
Right.
I need to put my phone on charge as well.
Alright, Max.
Q. Yeah. Iron Max's Q and then W.
Alright.
Okay.
So you like want to deny me level 1? Or what?
I don't know how much I can deny you level 1. It's more gonna be later in the lane.
Okay. Bro, play normal.
Yeah, we'll play normal. I'm contesting the bushes at level 1 as well. Just, I'm not AFKing in the lane, like sometimes we do in 1v1s.
Okay. Well, I'm AFK.
Let me just check that I'm recording all the sound. Yeah, I am. I've got 3 different sound sources. It's recording all of them.
Minions have spawned.
So yeah, I'm gonna commentate this as well. Just
Okay.
so I'm gonna try and keep control of this lane for the first 3 waves, and then I want to crash the 3rd one, and then that will let it bounce into me where I can threaten Sion more as it comes towards me. Which is what I was explaining when I was watching your VOD, but it's much easier to see if I demonstrate. I haven't played Renekton in a little while, so see how this goes. Okay, now that trade gives me Fury and it gives me push. Now I'm just pressuring Sion. And I'm going to start hitting this creep here. Gonna get a big trade. Might have pushed a little too quick, but I don't actually mind crashing too, as long as I get the trade. No, it should be fine. Walk in, pressure him again. There we go. Yeah, crashed a little too early, but I got the trade, so I'm happy. And it's bouncing into me. I'm going to contest the first 2 creeps on this wave to get my level 3. But once I do that, I'm actually going to let Sion play this wave. Okay. There we go. I'm going to let Sion play this wave. And that's because I know the next wave is going to be hard for him. Oh, minion didn't die, that's rough. Right. And then what I'm doing with the wave is I'm pulling it down. This is a timing where I'd ward. I'm pulling it down, and now all I want to do is stop Sion crashing. Good Q.
Okay.
I'm getting my level 4, and I'm stacking up my Fury.
Ah, like that flash.
Okay, I killed him. So that is the time where, if you're wondering why he's trying to fight, he has to crash that wave or I will permafreeze on him, which is another thing I was telling you before. Here I'm just going to base on the neutral wave and TP in to keep my tempo up and not give Sion free time to play. And now I'm going to start threatening him more, because you got a kill in your game as well, so it's kind of a similar position. I'm going to actually go this line. I'll do a pickaxe.
What am I building first?
The one in his game built cloth armor into Sunfire Cape, I think it was.
Oh, fuck.
That's fine. That goes into Sunfire as well. Okay, so as soon as he's missed his spell now, I'm going to just walk up and start hitting him. And I'm just going to keep this trade going because I have Conqueror. I'm going to walk with him, and then Q auto. Oh, he just got out. But that's fine. He has to base now, or the other thing that I was telling you, right, is in this position. If he stays, you just dive him. Now here, I'm going to recall close to the tower, so that if I see him stay, I can dive him. And I'm just going to come back to lane. And now this wave's coming towards me, right? So what I want to do, again, when it's time for him to crash the wave, I'm going to play to stop him crashing. Because if I ever stop the crash, I just have a freeze, and he's just bleeding CS. Also, because of this base, he's now bleeding CS. You see, this is pushing into me, so he's losing this farm.
Destruction approaches.
It's not this wave, it's the next wave.
Of the dying.
Okay, that's a good trade. I wanted to let the wave come, but I got a really big trade. If you can get a really big trade, then you can just delay it by one wave, so now I can let the next wave come, and now he's going to be chunked when I go for it.
Lasses cannot stay forever.
So I am giving him a lot of space now, but I'm not going to later. Right? So this is going to come in. Now I'm not going to give him space. Unfortunately, couldn't quite finish him, but that's fine. If he's dead, oh, you're dead. There you go. So yeah, I guess that kind of demonstrates it. You're just letting him, like, you're not just pushing the waves in for free, right? You're letting the wave come to you, and then if he tries to contest, then you're fighting him. And then when you fight him, you put him in positions where, one, he either has to try and fight you to crash the wave and you kill him, or two, you get a really good trade and then you just push and dive him. And that's generally how I think this matchup should go. But thank you, Foz.
Oh, I'm leaving?
Yeah,
No problem.
thank you very much. Right, I'm going to jump out of Discord now. Thank you for that.
Alright, see you.
Okay, so the main things I would focus on for you are your laning. Don't just push every wave into him, think about like what you're doing with your waves. Think about how you can make him fight you, right? That's what I was doing there with Foz. I'm making the guy fight me. I'm putting him in positions where he has to interact with me. He can't just use all his spells on the wave and farm. Now Foz actually did a really good job of pressuring me and like aiming his Qs and stuff. And he has a good understanding of how he wants to play his wave. That was a weaker Sion player, then they would just die on repeat to the pressure that I was putting on. But Foz was doing really well at absorbing it. But yes, thank you for watching. I hope this is helpful for you, and good luck, and let me know if there's anything you're unsure about. Thank you.